Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's Fiscal Talk. I have a great pleasure to announce my dear colleague, our legal consultant, Stefan Ditrih, as my guest today. Stefan, and welcome.
Thank you, Kidora. Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to be a guest in Fiscal Talk.
Absolutely. Today, we are covering, again, a very important fiscal topic, but, it seems like a cliche, but all fiscal topics are important. So I'm really excited that me and the audience that is watching us will have the opportunity to learn today more about main fiscal requirements in France. So please give us a brief overview and tell us what are the four main fiscal requirements in France.
Okay, thank you for the introduction. Definitely, this is an important topic when it comes to French fiscalization, which is really complex. All topics can be considered important, as you mentioned.
Exactly.
But these four conditions are the core of French fiscalization. So basically, the law defines inalterability, security, storing, and archiving as four main conditions of French fiscalization. Although they are defined by law, the law does not specify any technical solutions how to achieve these four conditions. And that's where the problems with being compliant with French fiscalization start. Because as we're going to discuss, there are some certification rules. Your POS solution has to be certified in France, and you'll have to be compliant with all of these four requirements. They are all interconnected, so you can have security without inalterability and vice versa. So in practice, what do they mean? So inalterability means that all transaction data is recorded in POS system and it's sequenced, so it's numbered in a sequence. Different transactions have their own sequence and they are dated with year, month, day, hour, and minute. So there can't be any gaps in the sequence, and different transactions have different sequences. Security is closely connected to inalterability. It means that all data saved in the system is made unchangeable by using the electronic signature. So first, the data is sequenced, the transactions are sequenced, then they're chained with a signature. So every transaction has its own signature and contains the signature of a previous transaction. And that's how they're chained together. When it comes to storing, so all financial data that affects turnover is saved in the system, and it's saved in a way that allows for closing periods. And there are three mandatory closing periods in France. So there are counters that count the value of transactions and the turnover. When it comes to archiving, that means the data needs to be saved outside of the system, so frozen in time, minimum once a year. And this data must be saved or archived on an external memory and or somewhere in the cloud. The saved data has to be exportable and human readable. So if an auditor comes and he demands to see the archived data, the data needs to be easily exportable and made available to the auditor, and has to be in a human readable format. Or if it's somewhere in a cloud, then the retailer needs to provide access to the auditors so they can access the cloud and check all the data that's been archived. So when it comes to retention and archiving and storing all the data, in France, you have the obligation to save the data for 6 years and till the end of the current year. So 6 plus the end of the current year.
Great overview, Stephanie. Thank you so much. Actually, the question that popped into my head while we were talking is where our audience can find more details about these requirements.
So definitely you can visit our fiscal portal to check more details about these fiscal requirements. As I mentioned, if you consult just the French legislation, there's not much information. These requirements are defined, but aren't really given. There are no examples of how it looks in real life and how to achieve, no technical solutions how to achieve these requirements. So either consult with,
yeah.
sorry.
No,
so
go
either
ahead.
you can consult with us, or check one of the certification bodies in France to get more information about these 4 requirements.
Thanks for sharing that as well. That's what I also wanted to mention. Fiscal portal as a unique online fiscal library is definitely a place to go. But we also can provide everyone with a consultation on this topic, and that would be through our workshop with our legal technical department as well. It's I can definitely say a unique way to get consultations on this topic. Thank you so much for giving us the overview of these main fiscal requirements. We're coming to the end of our fiscal talk episode. And like always, to anyone who is watching us, please like, share, and comment, and let us know what fiscal topic would you like to know more about, so we can definitely provide the information for you and help you have an excellent fiscalization experience. Until next time, goodbye to everyone.
Thank you so much. Goodbye.